late day weakness on Apple Computer, SMF MMTs. And basically what I want to show people here is that early on in one of our earlier videos today, we had orders to buy at 290.35. And we're going to keep that order there. Right back here, folks, when we were up here and we filled half of that bar, we went straight down. And basically, this is the first intraday weakness, intraday range at 72 that Apple has even shown in this pullback. And basically, we got the VIX down here and the VXN kind of just throttling there. So we know with the VIX being in positive territory, equities are still in negative territory. However, what we're going to do is we're going to scale that bottom that we talked about on Apple Computer. And we're going to take our volume down, and basically we're going to take that trade down in there so that you, for sure, can see exactly where that price relationship is relative to the brain functions over here. And basically that's what's going on in here. And it's the first day that we've had that. Right now it's 11:49 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And today's date naturally is 9/23 on the trading session. So what we're looking for is, when we talked about early in the trading day on them other videos, is buying this at 290.34. Well, we're going to put our limit order down here at this price action, and basically they slid these bids, and we're going to see if we hold above that area, and it's going to come down and hit us. This is where we talked about in the brain as far as getting hit. And basically, it's not quite to the price, but we'll buy 100 shares at 62 pennies right here. The thing about it is, let's go back to the brain, though, and let's get this live trade up here. And it's live right here. We got to stay above 65 right here in order for the price print to hold. There's another thing that I will show you here is that early in the day, when I show you the chart, you can go here. You can see where this low is. You can see that we're at 65, but you can look back over here in the video that you can see where this trend goes over here. And we're coming down here, and we're going to scale the bottom and see if there's any stable power in the entry. And we have to stay above 65 in the brain. So let's put that feature back up. So we need to stay above 65 here. That's an intraday pullback. We got to get above half of the bar. That's that last sell bar. So half of that bar is 290.75. And that's what Apple has to do. Right now, we're below a tick there. And basically, we're going to come down and test these teeny bars. And we're going to scale down there. This is where we said that early breakouts happened. So basically, Ken Flag Short is working on Goldman. And this one has got a lot of weakness. We got some selling going down in the late day. I can see the VXN is popping into positive territory, and the VIX, the fear indicators, are getting green here, and equities are getting weak here. So basically, we're going to see if we can hold above 65, and until we do, we won't add any more trades. Here we are live. We're pulling back nice and hard. We're at 55 in the intraday range. On the brain right here at 55, we came right back down through the teeny lines. You can see clearly here how that action is working. The big breakouts, the pullbacks, the big breakdowns, they slid that bid right down here to that teeny. But once again, we were making a series of 52-week highs, and we would like to go ahead and get in. We got some selling going on down here at 38 on the Dow. We have a sell program moving in, so that's where that's coming from. I'm at 55 in the brain. I'm going to go back over to the brain, and I'm going to look at that 55 number and where they unwind that left elbow short. Because that's what they did, right down here to that penny line. And basically, we're 3 minutes of the last hour of trading. Here's the actual chart for you right here. So basically, they slid these things down. There's that left elbow. This is what happened yesterday. It happened, this is the 3rd or 4th day where those upward price action at resistance levels are being held correctly. And it's later in the last part of the session of the trading day is when we get these breakdowns. We've got a sell program. We got the VIX and the VXN breaking into positive territory. We got the Dow down 45.60. NASDAQ comp went into the reversal. We're in the last hour of trading right now. They slid those bids. That's part of a market top. You know, they start out strong and we took them long, left elbow gaps. Bam, breakouts, and late day action, breakdowns. The Google has reversed as well. And we're starting to put in that lower price action down here. So the thing about it is we're going to eventually hit that where that intraday range is at 52 on Apple. But there was a sell program intraday that hit that market. So basically we're buying to accumulate for the gap. Here's the update right here. We finally hit a bottom down here at about 35 in the IR so far. That late day sell walked them bars down, and guess what? Them stop market orders was triggered, and it's the second major day in a row where we got selling late in the day. That means that price action in the S&P has got resistance. That means that the imbalance of overbought and oversold going into earnings play is going to come into play. Stocks are sliding off the bid. This is one way that they do it, even though that we traded this thing long all day. We're going to buy down here at the bottom, but we can't until we clear above 45 in the brain. So basically it's still the best of the leader out here, but that intraday range that's in this video right here, this thing here needs to break north of 45. And basically we got to get above half of that high bar and walk that long bid down and walk this thing back up right here at the right pricing control action. Once again, folks, we got to get above half of that bar. That's 289.07. No, half of this bar right here is exactly 289.07. And we have to clear above that number. That's that number, 289.07, but we're not there. We're 03 by 01 right here in the bid and ask. Here we go off of the one bottom. We finally got down late day action. Here we are. We got to pop and stay above that bar. That's at 289.07, 289.14 by 18 as we're rushing in the last hour of trade with that very long slide the bid bar. And this momentum here has got to pick up. We got to hold half of that bar as support. We are selling harder off into the Dow right now down here on the bottom. NASDAQ 100. Take a look in the info panel, folks. We are negative 52 on the Dow. NASI down 5. We lost control in that NASDAQ 100. Look at the fear indicator. Look at the VIX and the VXN. They're up 3.68% on the day, 2.28% on the VXN. That's the back half. That's why that Google trade is selling on down and sliding that late day bid. This is perfect market volatility going into the last hour of the closing bell.